Hi, this is Diane Mahinda with the Curriculum Revitalization Project, a project funded by the Illinois State Board of Education. You are watching iPad Basics Part 2, the App Store, which is a webcast in a series of iPad Basics trainings. To access all the CR Project iPad Basics webcasts, go to www.ilcte.org and click on the Webcast tab.
When you are adding apps to your iPad, they will come in to various pages because you have a number of pages. Now these are my apps, so you are not going to have all of these on there unless you search and download for them. So how do you search and download apps? You go to the Apps Store to look. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. Going to the Apps Store. Now, the very first thing you need to look at is at the very bottom of your screen. And there are some tiny little icons that you might miss if you weren't looking for them. You notice that what's highlighted is the updates. So this is where you can go to update any of your apps. I'm not going to do that, but you can do that. The next thing I want to do is to work backwards. I'm going to go back to purchased. This tells me all of the apps that I have purchased through my account. Okay? If you have two accounts running on your iPad, you'll need to log off the current one and log on to the new one to see those. Categories. Going to categories. The categories are basic education, business, books, just whatever kind of categories you're looking at. But don't worry about trying to find, like, if you are business education and you click on business, but nothing seems to be in there that you're interested in. Don't worry about that. Click in the search bar and just type in some words that maybe make sense to you. How about keyboarding? And you just type in a few words and look at that. You're getting some hits. And in the results window, there are a number of possibilities that you might look for. So I'm going to look for Keyboard Pro Creative. And it comes up with apps. It says for the phone. See that? There's nothing there for the iPad apps, but there are some for the phone. As a matter of fact, there are 4. But let's take a look at the Keyboard Pro Creative by touching or by tapping the icon itself. So I'm going to tap that. This is what you want to do whenever you're searching for apps, is that you want to make sure that it is what you're looking for before you download it. And to do that, you will find a description of the apps right here. Now, yes, it is an iPhone app, but look under the system requirements here. What does that say? It says that it is compatible with iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad. So that means that even though this was listed under the iPhone apps and it was not listed under the iPad, it still can be used for the iPad. If you want to see more information and check out what else it has to say, just touch more and you can read more information about it. You can even see, sometimes they have some pictures that you can look at or videos that give you more information. And the other thing that I like is the ratings. I always want to look at what people have said about that app because sometimes free isn't always free. Sometimes the app is free, but to use it costs. So it's good to see what people have said, whether it's worth downloading or not. If you want to download it, then what you would do is go back to the top and you would click the free. This is where they will also tell you whether or not it costs, and if it costs, then you will have to put in your password, because when you set up your iTunes account, they are going to ask you for a username and password. So I don't want that app, so I'm not going to download it. Okay, that is how you can search by category. You can also go to top charts. This is kind of fun, where you take a look and see the top paid apps. What ones are the top paid apps and which ones are the top free ones that have been rated. At this point, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for games or if you're looking for something that's more educational. Then the next one. I'm going to skip Genius and go into the featured. Do you know that there are thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of applications that have been created for the iPad, the iPod Touch, the iPhone, and new ones are coming every single day. And so what you can do is you can check here under the Featured tab the new ones, what's hot, and the release date. And what I like to do is the release date, because it's kind of interesting to see just what was created today or yesterday. And not that we would want those, but we might. Okay? So it's another way of searching the App Store for apps that you may be interested in downloading or purchasing. Okay, and that is the Apps Store. I hope you have learned some useful tips about the iPad, and you will be able to use this in your classroom with your students. Thank you for watching. This is Diane Mahinda with the Curriculum Revitalization Project, a project funded by the Illinois State Board of Education. If you have questions, feel free to contact me at dmahinda@cwd.siu.edu. Thank you for watching.